action.
Hey, baby. Yee. It's your boy, Call Me Sativa. Don't forget to say it when you see me. Icon Radio Worldwide. RTU. We in this bitch. I got my co-host to the right of me, Miss Riddy's World. Let's get it.
Another Saturday. Woo!
Yay. We back.
We're back.
We've been consistent, huh?
Yeah.
How you feeling, though, today?
Feeling high now, next to my buddy over here getting me contact high.
Who's over there, Riddy?
Doobie in the house.
What up?
It's a pleasure having you on our show.
The biggest cactus.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man, for sure.
Hey, man.
Absolutely.
He told me he was gonna be 10 minutes late, but no, he had a good reason though, man. He came fashionably late. Fashionably late, man. You gotta get a cut or something.
Yeah, man, I had to get crispy, man. My barber, shout out Zay. My barber pull up on me. You know what I mean? Like he come to the house, so by the time he left, I knew I was gonna be cutting it close. I still had to hop in the shower after that and rinse all that hair off.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But we here, baby. We here.
It's cool. Came through with the buffs on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, we looking good, feeling good, smelling good.
Okay. Got the room smoky and shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. I feel that. Okay, so we gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying? You're a Detroit baby, right?
Yeah, man. Born in the city. Born in Detroit. Raised. I moved to Arizona in high school.
Okay, so that was my question. How long was you in Detroit before you moved over there?
Yeah, I've literally spent half my life in both places.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of how I am with California and Arizona, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the best of both worlds,
100%.
kind of. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I agree.
So, back in Detroit, man, is that where your music career started?
No, absolutely not.
You wasn't rapping when you were in Detroit at all?
Not nothing past the lunchroom. You know what I'm talking about? Like, nothing past just with me and my homie. I did, like, maybe 1 or 2 talent shows at school before.
You did some talent shows? What did you do? Like, some remixes or something?
No, like, we had to make, like, they had some kind of, like, contest, and we had to make, like, some kind of positive. They gave us a subject that we had to either write a poem about or some people drew pictures or whatever. But me and my 2 homies, shout out my, you remember people from schools first and last. Shout out my boy Lee Maloney and my boy Ahmad Bots, man. Like we decided to write raps. And we did our little 3-man thing and you know what I'm talking about, toe down a talent show. But that was probably like maybe my second rap I ever wrote in life. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but nothing more than that. I fell in love with music in Detroit, yes, but I did not become an artist in Detroit. Absolutely not.
Okay. So you said you came out. You said in a prior interview, you came out for a summer, and you never looked back.
That's a fact.
What about Arizona made you feel at home? I would say. To say this is my new spot.
Really like being a kid and learning that the world was bigger than Detroit. That, you know what I mean? Like I'm always eager and anxious to learn. You know what I mean? Ever since I was young, like I like to be put up on game. I like to learn new things. I'm always open to learn, no matter who or where it's from. So to see like. You gotta put in perspective. Detroit is 98% black. You know what I'm talking about? So I never seen Mexican kids or white kids or you know what I'm talking about. Like I never had a Mexican homie or I never even knew that this was real. You know what I'm talking about? Like in my mind, if it wasn't on TV or you wasn't police or a teacher, you was black. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So to come out and see all these different cultures, palm trees, you know what I mean? Like just so much shit that I had not known. There was no way that I was just gonna go back to Detroit, back to what I know my whole life without trying to learn as much as I can while I'm here. You know what I mean? Like I want to see what school like. You know what I mean? Like that was big for me. Like man, I want to see what it's like to go to school out here. Like
what school did you go when you go?
Chandler High, man. Shout out Chandler. I graduated Chandler High School.
That's what's up. Shout out to Chandler, man.
Was man. You know what I'm talking about?
So it was a culture shock, of course, coming out here. So for the people that don't know, what are the differences between Detroit and coming to Arizona? Like, what were the main ones that you really saw right away?
So you got to think too. So this like early 2000s Arizona. So it's even was
Active.
even way different than it is right now. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Very much.
the Chandler Mall was a cornfield. You know what I'm talking about? We used to go out there and party. Buddies had trucks and they'd go lay the corn down. We had a fire pit out there. We'd turn up in the cornfield.
Y'all had
you
the
know what I'm talking
bonfires out there?
Yeah, 100%.
The parties?
100%.
I ain't never been. All these years, I ain't
100%,
never
bro.
been to one. I always heard about them, bro.
Bro, we used to go
What
cow
was
tipping
them like?
and all type of shit, but
You ain't skipping past that. This motherfucker just said that real quick and started. You ain't cow tipping.
bro, Chandler was different back in the early 2000s, man. We was
Shit,
having
bro.
real fun.
How did that work? How does cow tipping work?
Man, they be sleep. You know what I'm talking about?
Standing up?
So you go to the farms at night. The cows sleep standing up. Yes, they just sleep standing up on all fours. And you run up, you creep up because you don't want to startle them beforehand. And then you might take one or two of y'all give them a good hard push. And that thing going to fall right over. It's going to bounce right up. That's dumb kid shit, man. Nothing that
Who introduced you to cow tipping, bro?
Arizona. What you talking about? I said I went to Chandler, man. What you talking about, man? So, I'm not, encouraging nobody to go out there doing no cow tipping. I don't condone cow tipping, none of that. But as a kid, we didn't have the luxury of the internet. You know what I'm talking about? We had to really be outside making our fun up in them early 2000s.
No, yeah.
So, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, let me ask you this real quick though. I'm still on this cow tipping shit. So whoever told you, whatever homie was like, dude, hey, bruh, we're gonna go cow tipping. Were you like, yeah, I'm down? Like,
No,
bro,
I needed to learn. Like I said, I want to. I'm like, what the fuck you all talking about cow tipping? I'm like, what y'all finna go like leave a couple dollars on the cows or something? What you mean you finna go cow tipping?
like some strippers.
Like what y'all talking about? You niggas freaky? Like I know you niggas ain't on no freaky shit, but I ain't with that. You know what I'm talking about? They're like, no, fool, we finna go knock some cows over. I'm like, I gotta see this shit. And then I seen like it's hilarious to a kid. You know what I'm talking about? Like as a kid, this shit it was some of the funniest shit I ever done and seen in my life. But that you unlocked a core memory when you was talking about that challenge shit. Yeah, man. But we definitely were cow tipping and partying and having a good. So a lot of the shit was different though. To get back to your question, like a lot of shit was different. Just even the way that people interacted with me. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I wasn't used to walking up the street and somebody being like, hey, how you doing? Without having some kind of ulterior motive. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I come from the era of niggas getting their shoes, coat, and hat taken. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so niggas gonna steal your bike and all that type of shit. So ain't none of that friendly shit. So that, you know what I mean? Like, learning the different cultures, the different types of food, like somebody teaching me that Taco Bell wasn't really Mexican food, bro. Like,
you didn't know that?
Oh, so that was like the only Mexican food you knew.
Was it?
Type shit.
That was all I knew.
So like every other culture was like a TV thing. Like that you would see on TV.
Yes, like I never knew nothing about except for what I learned on TV. So stereotypes, essentially. You know what I'm talking about? So for me to actually come out and get white friends, Mexican friends, friends from different races. And actually get to be introduced to their families and be embraced by their families and to learn the culture directly from them. That was amazing. Like I wouldn't trade that for nothing in the world. Those experiences I helped mold me into who I am today, which allows me to be able to move around city to city, state to state like I am comfortably. You know what I'm talking about?
Did it make you more open-minded to things? Like, I mean, were you standoffish at first when people were just saying hi? Like, because, like, it's something new, you know what I mean?
So I moved out here with my aunt and uncle who's the pastors of a church out here. Right. So I moved into the pastor's house. So instantly we thrown into this church community. So you know what I'm talking about? So it allowed me to, they helped me to overcome some of those I would say, I wouldn't call them fears, but reservations that I had about opening up and warming up to people. You know what I'm talking about? Like, cause I could talk to my auntie and uncle like, why is everybody so friendly? You know what I'm talking about? Like, what type of time is niggas? Like, is they trying to rob me or like, do I need to be on guard? And they telling me like, no, like, this is how it is. Like, you're not in Detroit no more. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, okay, so we gonna see. You know what I mean? And I was always open and like, I've always been a big nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
Were you social or not social?
so social though. You know, like I've always been him. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Timothy?
yeah, that's never not been the case. It was just like, again, by the time I got to school, I had already did a whole summer out here with church folks and people in the neighborhood and all. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm already accustomed to being around different people now. So it wasn't like I was on no other shit by then.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like, by the time school started, I was ready to go. So you know, it was always, you know, that was always exciting to me. You know what I mean? Like, that was always something I felt, because even when I went back to Detroit to visit, I could feel like I got to step on certain shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just, and I used to notice that when I was young, even before I started to travel, the kids that used to go away for the summer, they would come back a little sharper than niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you niggas got a little bit more sauce. Once you done went away and came back and seen some different shit, they always had a little bit of something different. So I understood where it came from. You know what I mean? Now that I was the nigga who went out of town, and you know what I mean? Because I got sent back after the first semester. I got in trouble, caught a charge. They sent me back to Detroit.
What was the charge? Can you speak on that or not?
Yeah, of course. I was a kid. It was a fucking theft charge. So
you stole a car or a cow?
Not even.
A cow. He's stupid. Big Doobie out here stealing cows. He got that milk for the Lolo.
So this was the start of the cell phone era, right? This was the beginning, your first cell phone. So
which one? The Nokia?
The Cricket Nokia, yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Snake.
The Block Boy. The Snake game. I was addicted to Snake, right? So somebody had left a phone on my desk type shit. Like, when I left class, when I came into my computer class, it was a motherfucking phone on my desk. Jackpot, you know what I'm talking about? Like, this me. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
it's on your desk.
This is me.
Finders keepers.
Went through the whole computer. Nobody came to claim the phone. I'm really thinking I'm up. Whole lunch. Next was lunch. Whole lunch. I'm calling back to Detroit. I'm giving the homies the phone. Let them call. Snaked out. You know what I'm talking about? Like, next class after that was Spanish, right? So in our Spanish class, we all had to pick a Spanish name. I was Zorro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just to give you the idea of how much of that nigga I really was already. Nigga, I was Zorro. You know what I'm talking about? So the phone rang in Spanish class, and my Spanish teacher answered it and was like, Zorro is in class right now. he can't answer the phone in class. Zorro is like, oh, what? Oh, okay. Zorro, you need to go to the office. Like,
oh, what?
It was a teacher's phone.
That's how you got caught? It was a teacher?
It was a teacher's age phone, bud.
Bruh.
And she pressed charges on me for that shit. Goofy,
you didn't
bitch.
say you found it.
That's why I said I just found it.
Oh, hell no.
She pressed charges on me, bro, and you know, my auntie.
You didn't even fully steal it, though. You still at
school.
School. Ain't nobody claimed the phone.
Bro, so...
Oh, hell no.
She fucking pressed charges on me, bro. And instead of, you know, being smart, like, in hindsight, my auntie and uncle we really should have fought that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we really should have just fought it and we could have beat it, but...
How old were you?
16.
Yeah, you could have.
So... But instead, they just sent my black ass back to Detroit. Like, oh, you want to be a thug? I'm sending you back to Detroit with the rest of the thugs. That was her exact sentence to me, bro. Like, oh, you want to be a thug?
That's not really fair, though.
I'm sending you back to... That's how it happened, bro. So they sent me back to Detroit. This was like winter break after my first semester here. And then when I went back, though, it was like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm ready to go back to Arizona.
Yeah,
it wasn't the same to me. I was ready to get back to Arizona. Like, niggas calling me, won a state championship in track and field and all this shit. Like, oh, you niggas wait till I leave the weed state and all this type of shit. Like, I was just tight. Like, niggas was having too much fun without me out here. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm about to tighten up. I tightened up. Damn near got a 4.0. That next report card, I was at 4.0 status.
In Detroit?
Yeah, in Detroit. And my auntie came out there to visit my grandma, and she was like, "If you got your shit together, then you can come back. Like, if you showing me that you acting."
What
right.
happened to the charges? Did they drop it or?
No, I had came back. I was on probation till I was 18.
Oh,
That's a lot. That's
yeah, you should have fought
crazy,
it.
right?
You were still on campus, and you could have said, "I'm just holding it until somebody claimed it. I'll give it back to them."
They wasn't having it. And then
I'd
I
be
fucking went on
salty.
probation till I was 18. I had to do community service, all this weird shit. That was it though. I had community service and I had a PO. And he used to stutter, man. This nigga used to come up to the school, but every time he come up to check on me, you know, I get pulled out of class. I know it's supposed to be probably 20 minutes. It's gonna be about 45 minutes. Cause dog, you know, he stutters so hard. You know what I mean? Like, and it was me and one other dude, man. This white boy, he was on probation too. We had the same PO, so we knew. Like every time I see him in the office, like, oh yeah, buddy here for you too, huh? Yeah, bro. It's about to be a long afternoon, man. We out of class though. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that was them early years.
Okay, so Arizona, you got your game from Detroit, but Arizona is where you get put on. I wouldn't say you get put on, but you put yourself on. How about that?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
so with
Arizona
the music shit.
yeah. I mean, I would say, not to cut you off.
No, you didn't.
Arizona made me who I am today too. You know what I mean? Like, I was groomed here. You know what I'm talking about? I became a man here. You know what I'm talking about? So yes, a lot of the morals and values that I have, I was raised with, come from Detroit and my family and all of that. But me becoming a man and you know, a lot of the trials and tribulations, all the shit that I went through, Arizona taught me how to be resilient and how to deal with that shit. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why I don't be having a problem telling niggas I'm from AZ. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and niggas don't question it.
Yeah, see, I have the same type of thing going on, and the way you explained it is actually like perfect because motherfuckers be like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "I'm from the Bay," but really, like, I have to say that because I am from, but like, and then I followed by, but like, man, I've been here more than half my life though, and really, you know, I became a man here. You know what I'm saying? Where you sell your first gram at? That's what Mike Concho said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a perfect way to explain it. But you got a mixture though.
Yeah, because I did not sell my first
I know I didn't mean that you in general, but I know you was activated early, my mind.
Yeah, man, that's part of how I got here though. Like, I was fucking up in the city. Like, that's how I came for a summer break because I was getting into a lot of trouble, and my pops and my auntie were like, let's get him out of town and show him something different. You know what I mean? Because I was one of those, like, everybody was like, oh yeah, by the time he's 18, he gonna be dead or in jail. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's it. Them his options.
Did you see that though at that age too, or were you resistant to I don't want to leave before you knew? Like, you know?
No, I was ready to. I didn't care.
You
know what I'm talking
wanted
about?
to
Like, yeah, I was like, fuck it. Like, in my mind, it was like some new shit that I was finna come out here and fuck up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Like, that was really as just a young, dumb kid, not really knowing the landscape, not knowing nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't even, in my mind, I'm like, Arizona, like, do they even got streets? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah,
because
like,
I said, everything I'm getting is from movies and shit. I'm thinking
like the
cowboys,
desert.
desert.
I don't want, man.
I'm like, y'all about me fucked up. I'm gonna come out here and terrorize shit. You niggas think I ain't finna have no streets. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but
I mean, you kind of did though. You started cow tipping instantly, my man. He was doing it.
he was having a great time.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. That's cool. That's I think a good mixture, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're experiencing different things, the mind's changing, and you're experiencing. Once you open your palate to different things, like, you just want to see what else is out there. Yeah. So, I know. So, when did you get? I want to keep this brief because everyone asks this, but I need to know this. When did this music shit start for you in Arizona? About what time?
So originally, when I first moved here as a kid, I was a gospel rapper at my auntie and uncle church. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit, yeah.
I was one of the biggest gospel rappers in America, though. I toured the whole country, all different.
Before
churches.
you moved here, or
No,
when
here,
you moved here,
here.
So you started touring right away like that?
Yes. We had a shout out my cousins Mike and Dre. They had a gospel like record label, FOG, Followers of God. That was the name of their group and the name of the label. I was Big T. That was my rap name. But they knew I could rap. Like by the time I moved here and got to high school, I was nice. You know what I'm talking about? Like I was nice with the freestyles. I was really nice. Even like to the point where I am the reason why rapping is banned at Chandler High School to this day. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
You banned?
Oh yeah, I got it banned.
Wait,
You know
no,
about?
hold on. Slow your roll right there, bro. You be, hey, man, you be doing some shit.
My
You be
Arizona
fuck.
roots run deep, baby.
Man, I need to
Yeah.
know. Hey, so that's legendary right there.
That's a fact.
Why is it banned, bro? Like you gotta stop pit stop right there.
So, like, when niggas found out I could really, really rap, you know what I'm talking about? Like, nobody in Chandler called me Doobie or none of that shit. Niggas called me Biggie out there, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and the way that started, shout out my boy JoJo, man. My boy JoJo Taylor, like, still to this day, that's my man's. When I first came to the school, like, I say, like, my second or third day of school, Power 92 was at the school. That's when it was Power 92.
And they spun at your lunchtime type
Yeah,
shit?
they came on the lunch break, bro. Had the DJs out there. They doing like live from the high school type situation.
Teach me how to Dougie, or was it?
No, this was like Lil Bow Wow. So that was the first beat. I'll never forget. It's the first beat anybody in Chandler ever heard me rap over was the Lil Bow Wow. All I wanted to do is see you bounce with me. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
So like
man.
his first track, really. That was like his first real big song type shit. So it was another dude who was like rapping, and I'm looking at the crowd around this nigga. I'm like, yo, this nigga is trash. You know what I'm talking about?
So
Like
he spitting that garbage?
I told my mans like, yo, this nigga is dookie sauce.
Were they
dog.
oohing and on him though?
Yeah,
they was
They
gaslighting
thought
him?
he was dope. They like, oh, I'm hearing it. I'm like, yo, this shit is weak. He was like, you can rap? I'm like, nigga, I will destroy this nigga right now. I promise. He was like, yo, the new nigga say he can rap. And they took me to the front of the crowd, and I went nuts. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Freestyle?
that nigga never rapped again at school. You know what I'm talking about? Like, ever. Never rapped again at school after that.
So you got him banned first?
Bam. So they used to have they took the teacher's citation book and they wrote me a citation and called me Chandler's Biggie. You know what I'm talking about? Like me, I was so against it because I'm such a huge Pac fan. You know what I'm talking about? Like I grew up under Tupac, so I didn't even really fuck with Biggie like that until I got grown. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nigga, your mama Biggie. Don't call me Biggie, bro. Like, this Pac over here, I don't fuck with Biggie. They're like, no, nigga, you Chandler Biggie. And everybody in school just started calling, even the teachers call me Biggie. You know what I'm talking about? Like, everybody called me Biggie after that. So whenever I rap, it would be a fucking spectacle. The whole school come, because Chandler is an open campus. You know what I mean? Like, when I leave my fucking math class, I got to walk outside and go across to another building to go to science. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's open campus. And then we had open lunch. So you can leave on lunch and you to walk across the street to get Little Caesars or motherfucker, you know, all that shit over there, Elmer's, all that shit. We can leave. We got open lunch. You know what I'm talking about? So motherfuckers can come on campus. We can leave campus, whatever it is. So, I had, like, I was known to roast niggas too. You know what I mean? Like, that was, I wouldn't call it battle rap because nobody was going against me. You know what I mean? Like, but if I had an issue or if I'm ready to talk shit, I'm about to put it in these raps and the whole school gonna hear this shit and laugh at your ass about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm talking about, I really him like that. You know what I'm talking about? So these females was mad at me and they put a rap together about me. You know what I'm talking about? Right.
Oh, against you?
I'm talking about like a 4-female group. They formed like Voltron on me. You know what I'm talking about? Transformers. Like, oh, you niggas dissing me? I was like, all right. So I told them, like, tomorrow at lunch, I'm going at all of you. Everybody's on the list. You know what I'm talking about? So lunchtime come, the word going around school that I'm about to go nuts on everybody at lunch break. So the entire school is there at lunch. Nobody left
Like a
to
fight?
go eat.
Like a fight?
Worse, it was bigger. So it was so big inside. They're like, yo, y'all gotta leave. Y'all have to leave campus. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you gotta take this off the campus. So the way Chandler used to be set up, it used to be a neighborhood behind Chandler High. They done bought it out and expanded, but it used to be a neighborhood back there. So we went back to the street. Like, okay, we not on the school campus no more. We on the street.
Was this during school though?
This was actually right after school.
Okay.
It was
So
right
he wasn't
after.
cutting class. This is like you just let. All right.
No. This was lunch. No, this was lunch because.
So you could leave.
Yeah. We could leave. So I went
All right.
and I stood up on somebody's car, but the entire school body is out here like it's some kind of fucking pep rally or some shit for the school. Everybody, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and Mr. Knusen, shout out Mr. Knusen, that was the principal at the time. And Debo, he was the security guard everybody knew. And kind of found out that's one of my niggas' uncle on the low. But
Debo.
Anyway, his name, we called him Debo. He was bald head. This nigga was on a bike, swole, diesel. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas knew not to fuck with him because he a soccer kid type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, don't fuck with dog. He looked like he'll punch a kid out. So, you know, I get on the car, and before I can even get into the rap good, I see Mr. Knusen and Debo in a golf cart on the megaphone trying to get through the crowd. I see them swimming, coming through. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Through the neighborhood?
it's like 1,000 kids out here, though. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
two motherfuckers in a
the
little
nigga
golf
snatched me
cart.
off that motherfucking car so quick, bro. Took me to the office, took my whole rap books, and the next day on the announcements, they was like, rapping is banned at the school. No more rapping, nigga. It's a rap. If we catch you on some rap shit, yes, bro.
Did y'all even get to rap when you guys went out there?
I still did it. I still after that, I didn't need no. I went back and they was ready, and I roasted them, and they tried to fight me. You know what I'm saying?
You embarrassed that much?
She tried to rush me, bro. She was a big girl. She tried to get me.
Oh, baby
What
D.
you did to her?
I ran because her daddy was the coach too, so I had to tread lightly. I ain't finna sock her out, bro. I just gotta run. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take that run.
And this was Chandler High.
Chandler High School, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Class of what?
Come on, G.
Hey, shout out to Chandler High though.
2000 and something.
Doobie out here setting records and making rules. You didn't break the rules. You made a rule. You got
definitely banned.
Yeah. Damn, that's a story right there. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So they was calling you Biggie, and you didn't really like it. But a part of that is in your name now, though. Like, how did the whole Big Doobie form, man? Like,
Well, again, shout out my cousins Mike and Dre. The Doobie Boys, we was a club promotion company.
Okay.
Started. This was probably like 08 when I came home. We started the first year Obama got in office. His inauguration was our first party ever. We threw it at PHX, which is now Monarch.
Okay.
That's what that used to be.
Yeah, that used to be Club PHX.
It was always so packed.
That's okay. That's what that was.
That was us, man. So
was it Sundays? Was it packed?
yeah, we did a Temptation Tuesday. We did. At one point we had Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but all over. We had PHX, Jackrabbit, which is now 1111. You know what I'm talking about? Like all these clubs just get renamed to something different, new owner, but they all the same clubs from back in the day type shit. But I was Big Doobie from the Doobie Boys. You know what I'm talking about? Mike Doobie,
sense.
Dre Doobie. We had Mac Doobie, T Mac Doobie, Detroit Doobie. We was deep. The Doobie Boys was deep, man.
You know, Arizona can't. Sorry to cut you off. Arizona cannot say that you ain't from here, bro. Because like, think about it. There wasn't always like a strong like this music thing has grown over the years into what it is now. But back then though, that was like real like hustle and grind type shit, and from the beginning to where like you've been there with them, bro.
Yeah, so let me tell you, nigga, when I was a kid, Mike and Dre used to take me on Mill because Mill used to be the big rap scene out here. Niggas used to go down Mill Avenue and you can jump in a cypher ciphers going on everywhere down Mill Avenue. That used to be the atmosphere of Mill Ave.
Shit.
It never was. It wasn't what it is today. Nigga, you walk up Mill, it's a cipher going there. It's a cipher going on. Like it was going. That's the first time I ever seen Justice. That's the first time I ever seen Two Tone. You know what I mean? Shout out Kitch Kitchen. Like this, it was a female rapper named Kitch. Used to be out there cooking niggas. But I was the only kid that would be in the cipher cooking niggas. My cousins would come out there and try to bet money. Like, yo, I got money, my little cousin, to eat you niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, we was really on some headhunting shit. But I used to be out there. You know what I mean? Like this was early too. This was 2001. You know what I mean? 2000 like early. You know what I'm talking about? So, nigga can't. That's why when I say I'm from A, niggas don't play that out of town nigga card with me. They know better, my nigga. Like, and it ain't just on that was in Chandler for them young boy years, and then I done been in Phoenix 100, and I get love because I show niggas love. Niggas know like before this rap shit, nigga, I've been out here getting money in these Phoenix AZ streets. You know what I'm talking about? I've always been a top representative for street niggas out here, out of town, wherever I move. You know what I'm talking about? So just it's transferring to the music. The way I represent us is unwavering too. You know what I'm talking about? Like I don't even say I'm from Phoenix by way of Detroit or none. You know what I mean? Like niggas can look at me and tell I might have a different type of sauce about me type shit.
For sure.
But when nigga asked me the question, nigga, I rep Arizona. I'm from AZ. You know what I'm talking about? Because this is where I became a man. This is where I became an artist. Like I didn't drop my first song until fucking 2020. You know what I'm talking about? So what I look like claiming Detroit, nigga, I've been out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like my family and my people in Detroit know, like, yes, nigga, I'm a Detroit baby. Yes, that is a fact. But I'm also a motherfucking real Arizona nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Like in real life. So
yeah, I mean that's put perfectly, bro. Like you earned the biggest cactus.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You are the biggest cactus, my guy.
That's a fact.
And you like how I got it? I wrote into that, bro. You like how you see that shit? You know what I'm saying? Because like the biggest cactus, you know what I'm saying? Like you like Snoop Dogg. He was Snoop Doggy Dogg, then he was Snoop Dogg, and then he's just Snoop. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're evolving, but this is you. You're representing, like, so they can't say you're not. They like I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? You don't come out here disrespecting. You come out here embracing it, and you know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. You know what I mean? Why did you say, all right, I'm the biggest cactus? Because that's something new that we've seen, at least. You know what I mean? It was that just because of the album you dropped?
No, that's just how I feel. Like
because you're tall.
That's part of it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I am 6'7". You know what I'm talking about? So I'm a giant nigga. You know, I have giant energy. I feel like I drop giant bars. Like everything about me is the biggest. You know what I'm talking about? And what represent Arizona like a cactus. You know what I mean? Unwavering. Nigga really can't touch that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm that nigga niggas really can't touch. You know what I'm talking about? The biggest cactus.
I like that. Yeah. Ooh, shit. Man, hey, see, we getting into the nitty gritty right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
is the Doobie group still around or no?
Well, you know, Dre moved to Miami. He's still doing his thing out in Miami. Mike, he own a business out here, Walk on Me Florent. He a millionaire, you know what I mean? Like, so, but, you know, he even got a production credit on The Biggest Cactus. He produced the intro on there, but, you know, we still family. Like, those are my blood cousins. This isn't like, we wasn't like, you know, play cousins or just homies. Like, that's my blood. That's who moved. That's how I moved to Arizona, is with their parents. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, we always gonna be Doobie boys.
You know, this crazy that I didn't know a lot of this stuff. So this all makes sense until what I'm about to talk about. I know me and you, probably a year ago or two, we had a couple conversations and stuff about like marketing. We were just chopping it up on the phone. I don't remember the exact phone call, but I know from from that era, not from me, but like you're already like I could see like a transition because like there's a lot of fuck shit that goes on. So like you gotta really like pick and choose on what you're gonna be doing and investing your money into. And I seen this big change. Like you started going out of town like crazy. I mean, you probably were before, but from the public eye, we seen, you know what I'm saying, you making more of your moves out there and not just in one spot here. And you know what I'm saying, what started that transition? What did you start doing differently? Because you did, and everyone sees it.
So for me, the business comes first, right? So I'm not just I'm like a lot of people say they artists, but a lot of people are not artists. A lot of people are just rappers or, you know, people who this is a hobby for them. This is a business for me. You know what I'm talking about? So me learning the business and learning what it's really going to take for me to elevate my career, you're going to learn that you have to get your product out, just like any other business. No matter how good of a product you have, it's not going to sell if nobody knows that you have that product. So being an artist and thinking that you just going to stay in your hometown and make any kind of national imprint or any kind of, you know what I mean, growth nationally, you sadly mistaken. The internet is going to take you only so far, but you have to be out here putting in the legwork to back up what's going on the internet. So me just learning like, okay, I have ultimate confidence in my product. I feel like I am an undeniable talent. If you hear me and you like rap, you're going to think I'm dope. So I'm willing to travel and show people in other places this same thing and see if I can pick up fans in other places and try to build my core fan base. You know what I'm talking about? So that was the original idea. I need to get on the road. I need to take this show on the road. And anybody who I've gotten advice from who was in a position I was trying to get to, you know what I mean? This is the same advice I was getting. You got to get out of town. You got to start moving around. You got to get out and start networking more. So, you know, like my first year or two, I spent 100 shows in Arizona. Niggas know they used to see me on every flyer. It is flyer for there. Every nigga who wanted me on stage, I was on stage. And it was but I had to learn. Like I said, I was green. I was doing, and I've been 100% independent by myself. So I had to learn this shit. Like, okay, like I'm not no fucking stage whore. I'm not just looking to get on niggas' stages. Like, what is this shit doing to really help? You know what I mean? Like,
thank you.
Everybody know I'm dope here already. No, okay, like I done rapped in front of who I'm around. Okay, so what's next? You know what I'm talking about? That was all maze for me. What's next? Like, okay, am I supposed to just start opening up for all the big artists that come into town? That's only gonna get a nigga this, but that's not gonna really take you to the next level. So what's next after that? I went through my open up for niggas stage. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, what's next from that? Okay, niggas need to get on the road. I see. Once a nigga get on the road, this is what it look like. More people, you can get more eyes on you, get more traction. You know what I'm talking about? So this seems like the move to make. Let me start going on the road and see what this do. Oh, now I'm meeting this one. Oh, I'm gonna go to this city, meet a promoter who want to book me in this city. And oh, we got a show in this city. Like, and I'm starting to meet more people. And then the familiarity, like, oh man, I remember I seen you in Atlanta. You know, I see him in Vegas, or I see him in Cali. Like, oh yeah, I seen you here. I seen you in Oklahoma. I seen you. Yeah, I'm moving around. Once people see that you're investing in yourself, they'll be more willing to invest in you, whether it be time, energy, money, attention, no matter what it is. They have to see you investing in yourself. Sitting around rapping at 100 shows in your hometown, paying $20, $40 to whoever gonna let you get on the stage is not showing people that you're investing in your business. You know what I'm talking about? Like, niggas really not taking you serious until they see you moving around. And once I noticed that with me, the more I move around, the bigger my network becomes, the bigger my brand becomes, the bigger I become. You know, the closer I get to my goal, I've been on the road ever since. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, your value goes up when you come back home after going out, because they see that shit and it's like, I want to work with him. You know what I mean? Because like, you're making these moves and they can see it. So I commend you for that, because that's something that I'm really big on. You know what I mean? Like, I say that a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I see that, like, I'm glad that you know that yourself, you know what I mean? And it shows, and it has helped out. You could see it. You feel what I'm
100%.
saying? So that's what you need to do, and you know you're still doing it, and that shit just like it's like applauding. You know, like if I see you out of town on whoop de whoop, I'm proud. You know what I mean? Because like you're doing it for here. You know what I'm saying? Like you represent the right way. So everybody out there tapping in. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do it, then you gotta go for that shit. You know what I mean? Take this man's advice. You know what I'm saying? You might not. You know what I mean?
I mean, we not reinventing the wheel. You know what I'm talking about? Like this is tried and true, a blueprint of what an independent artist needs to be doing in order to be taking the right necessary steps. You know what I mean? Like, not saying just run out of time. Like, have some kind of focus. You know what I mean? Set some goals. Meet some motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Figure out what you really want to do next. Like, what are you really working towards? Right. And then figure out, you know, what you need to do to take them steps to get to that goal. Like, that's me, man. Like I said, I approach everything business-wise, like, you know what I mean? I invested too much money into myself, into my brand to just be out here willy-nilly, you know what I mean? Like, like, nigga, I got over $100K invested in me. From me. Nobody, I don't have investors. This out of my pocket. You know what I'm talking about? So it ain't no way. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it ain't no way I'm not gonna be taking it serious. And any serious artist is traveling. They moving around. And that's why it's only a few of us out here, and it make people feel like other certain people and certain platforms are showing favoritism, but it's not. Some of you niggas is not who you think you are. Some of you niggas is not making moves. You're irrelevant. I go out of town, these niggas don't even know you breathe, let alone know that you rap. So, and if you think you finna blow or you should be held in a higher regard than an artist that's actually traveling and putting a brand out in different markets and actually bringing value to our music scene, then you are sadly mistaken, nigga. You just another one of these niggas in a way. You know what I'm talking
There's
about?
too much entitlement.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know what I'm saying?
But I get it. It's like that in every scene. But it is a weird sense of entitlement. These niggas have what I call delusions of grandeur. You know what I mean? You niggas think you better and think that you bigger than you are. You niggas are nothing. And I'm not even saying that I'm something, but I'm a nigga who actually working on bringing value to our music scene. You niggas that's just running around here rapping and then complaining about who ain't showing love and who ain't talking about you and all that shit. You niggas is peeing. You niggas is nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you niggas are goofballs in all actuality. So it's only, you know, I see who really be working. There's a lot of us out here that are really working. Not saying that a nigga got to be traveling as much as this artist or that. None of that. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a certain level of nigga who really working. You can see who's investing in themselves, who's marketing, who's actually bringing value to our music scene with what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, some of you niggas is doing this shit. You shooting at a blank wall. You niggas is not. You're not bringing no value back to the scene. You're not making people want to say, hey, what's going on over there? You know what I mean? Like, because they don't even know. They don't even know you niggas is doing nothing. Though it's certain, but we do have a collective, and it's getting bigger, of artists out here that's making it shake, man. And I'm just happy to be a part of that. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
for real.
I'm just happy to be one of the ones that's helping to contribute.
Most definitely. 'Cause, like, people... Like we've been doing interviews for a long time, and we did a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Some may have not really needed an interview because they had nothing to talk about or whatever. But we showed love. You know what I'm saying, to the locals. You know what I mean? But like now it's just like we only want to work with someone who we see working. You know what I'm saying? Because some might complain. It happens a lot. Get complain like, "Hey, I'm doing this and this, and how come you never hit me?" And they'll be like, and I'm just like, "Damn, I ain't never seen you share nothing I do." Like I'm not seeing what you're seeing. You know what I mean? So like you're working. I mean, we already know each other. You know what I'm saying? But like, you see who's doing it and who's not. Period. It's and this year is I think Della Prime said it best. He made a post. He was like, 2025, something big's gonna happen for Arizona hip hop. And if you're not helping the scene out, just shut the fuck up. Yeah, bro. Or work. You know what I mean? And that's what That's the vibe right now.
And I agree, and I know, like, what these artists don't understand is that if you really putting in the work, you're not gonna have to ask. You're not gonna have to reach out and ask people to do this and do, hey, you ain't never hit me up for an interview. No, they're gonna want to reach out to you and talk to you and ask you about the motion that they actually see. But if you're not giving them nothing to see, what they need to talk to you about, just for you to come up here and talk about some songs that you and your homies, the only niggas that's gonna listen to, like, nobody care, bro. Nobody care, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so get to work. You know what I mean? Like, everything I have, I work for. You know what I'm talking about? Like, every platform that I've been on or every opportunity that I got, it came from work. It didn't come from me hoping that a motherfucker, give me credit for some shit that I ain't done yet. It came from me getting out here working, you know what I mean, staying consistent, investing in myself, and people seeing that and saying, okay, let me see what dog about, you know what I mean, and wanting to take a chance, whatever it is, offer me the opportunity. Like, I got the Kev just off of him seeing me rap on something else.
Yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about that.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
where did he see you? Where did he?
Matty Ice, man. Shout out Matty, man.
The Rap Arena?
No, he actually saw me do a freestyle on Matty before the Rap Arena.
On his actual.
I went out to Cali.
Shout out to Matty Ice.
Up with Matty, and did a freestyle, and he reached out like, you need to come burn the show down. I'm just like, okay, like, it was. I knew the time was gonna come. You know what I mean? So, and then I saw him again after I dropped My Boy. I saw him at 11:11. I went up there for my birthday.
Cause that's his club, right?
Yeah, that's his club.
Shout out to Bootleg Kev, man.
Yeah, shout out Kev, man. Shout out Corey, Thad, Davion, them my guys. Like, them, I known them since back in the day too. You know what I mean? Like, they was around for all that Doobie Boy shit. You know what I mean? But I saw Kev up there on my birthday. He like, when you coming? You know what I mean? Like, that was like in May. So
that's a good birthday present.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'll be there. Even though I didn't get to go till December, but I just had, like I said, I'll be working. You know what I mean? So I knew that I was going to be in Atlanta in June, and I had, New Mexico. I had this and this. I had all these different cities lined up already. So we scheduled it for December. Like, let's go do Kev in December. And I let him know I was gonna be out there. He was like, okay, we set it up, and like I said, all that's just off of the work.
Was that your first time in LA?
No, hell no.
Okay.
No, hell no. I've been going to LA since I was a young buck. Like, ever since I've been living in Arizona, we've been going to LA. You know what I mean? Like, my family would take us out to Cali and go to LA and shit. You know what I mean? When I was young, and I come out here, I go out there with the homies. Like, we.
How was your experience going to Kez, man? Because, like, of course, that's a pinnacle reached in your career. You know what I'm saying? On your way up, you know what I'm saying? You're humble though, so like I'm not sure if a lot of things like amaze you like that. But how did it feel just to know that? Because you already said you knew you were gonna go on there a matter of time, so you just had this envision in your head. Yeah, so man. Was it just like I knew it, we're here, or were you excited?
No, I was absolutely excited still. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited about all of this shit still. Like, because I feel like I'm blessed to be able to do the shit that I do. I don't feel like none of this owed to me, but I do feel like this is the gift God gave me. So that's why I'm able to excel, because I know this. I'm doing what He want me to do now. Right. I spent a lot of years not doing what the fuck He wanted me to do and doing what I wanted to do, and I never, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it wasn't the right thing.
Yeah, I don't think God approves of cow tipping, right?
No, I don't think. I'm saying though, like, I spent a lot of years, having my way, doing things my way, not focusing on the music, but that was always my number one passion. You know what I'm talking about? And I feel like that was the greatest gift, that God gave me, was the ability to be an exceptionally dope artist. You know what I'm talking about? So the fact that I'm utilizing my gift, like, I feel like this is my destiny. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but I don't take none of this shit for granted, especially, you know what I mean, no opportunity to be on no big platform like that. So I was excited, man. You know what I'm talking about? Kev was welcoming. you know, a lot of people might think that Kev don't fuck with AZ, which is ludicrous. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
they expect him to save the whole entire state.
but it ain't no saving needed.
That's
like,
what I'm
what
saying.
we need saving from? Like, who in distress?
But that's how they're acting, like, because like you can't.
This is goofies.
He has helped out a lot of AZ.
Yes, like you go look at his platform right now. Like the last. From me until now, I think every artist has been from AZ.
Yeah.
From my freestyle in December, CBE Cactus Boys, shout out 602 Byron, Chris Coke, Chevy Gang Cast. You know what I'm talking about? These are all the most recent ones. You know what I'm talking about? Like but even prior to me, he done had Merc up there maybe a couple times. You know what I'm talking about? Nove then went up there. Like Jazzy was there. Kid Friendly was just up there. Like he always opened his door for the artists that he see working. You know what I'm talking about? Like he see you working. A lot of them got the opportunity from going on Maddie. You know what I mean? Him seeing them on the Maddie platform. You know what I mean? Like
that was big.
Yeah, shout out Matty Ice, man. He opening it up in Vegas, man. The rap arena. That's gonna be big. We're gonna be out there for the opening next month.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I'm there. I'll be there next month. On the 7th.
With some new polo.
Yeah, you know, man.
Do you like wearing polo a lot?
Yeah, man. You know, they take care of a big nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? They keep me fly. Yeah. I wear other shit too, but they, you know, especially for the winter, man.
Oh, winter time is over for you. Know?
You like my sweater?
I love it. Actually,
they love them. They love them. I know. I know.
Oh shit.
That's all right.
But saucy over here. So you spit that flow for Kev, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, oh, bro. Just when I seen the video pop up, I was like excited to watch it. Yeah. I was like, hell yeah, I got something new. You know what I'm saying? Doobie, he deserved it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I love seeing that shit genuinely. But I clicked that shit, and it's going. And it didn't. He didn't even post the whole thing. It was like the last half, right?
Yeah.
And you talking about the Diddy thing, and then when you brought it up in the beginning of it, it was like you were siding with Diddy a little bit, and then you came back and you was like, but if he did it, and I was like, all right, this is getting even better. I was like, no, he fucking did it. Hey, no, for real though, I was like, people are gonna be talking about this shit for a minute,
of course,
bruh. So tell me what you seen just from that when that dropped. Tell me what's happened, like.
So, man, we had almost 2 million views across all platforms from December to now, which is crazy. Like, definitely my most viral moment, you know what I'm talking about? If you even look at Kev platform, I'm top 5 all-time in views. Number 1 all-time in shares for any freestyle he ever had on his platform.
No shit,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, my people gave me them kind of numbers, you know what I'm talking about? But I knew... You know, like, I knew that people was going to talk about it, like, some niggas was going to take what I said as if I was defending Diddy when I literally said, I ain't defending. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I just been wrongfully accused and acquitted. You know what I mean?
That was so smooth. Bruh, like, that was the best thing to say after that. Like, I was just like, you're just, like, hooked on it after that shit.
Yeah, bro.
You go full with it.
I just be talking my shit, man. So, you know, so I knew, you know, like, yeah, people gonna talk. Like, even before I said the shit, I had told a couple people, like, yo, I'm gonna touch on that shit. I'm gonna say something about it. Niggas was like, you sure, man? You know, some motherfuckers wasn't with it. They was trying to tell me not to do it. Some motherfuckers were like, yeah, say that shit. But I'm like, nigga, I'm not... Like I'm not defending no weirdo shit, bro. Like, I'm not on none of that shit, nigga. I'm a girl dad. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't play none of that weird shit.
Who's doing both, not just girls.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you know, him being a freaky ass nigga, that's on him. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if it's some consensual freaky shit, that's what I'm saying. Consensual. Like, I just ain't seen nothing that make me, like, he not in jail for the video we seen of him kicking on Cassie. You know what I mean? They got dog locked up for, like, sex trafficking and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and kid shit. And I'm just like, well, I ain't seen no proof of none of that shit. And they saying that shit is pure bullshit. So until this nigga get, like, because they could come back and be like, all this shit was fugazi and this nigga getting out tomorrow. Then what? You know what I'm talking about? Like, And then it's like we don't. He's still at a point where that could be the reality. Is that tomorrow they can say all these charges is dropped and he home and this shit is a wrap. You know what I'm talking about? They was just trying to get the nigga because he was trying to sue the liquor company, and so the powers that be, everything is unraveled. You know what I'm talking about? And then what? You know what I mean? Niggas is already condemning this nigga like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not that type of nigga. I'm just not going to say you are Kelly before you are Kelly. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? I'm not putting that on niggas. So until until the facts is the facts, I'm just not a nigga who condemning niggas. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? Like until the facts is, I don't even see no Vickies, really, no Victies, like, nothing but motherfuckers who looking like they trying to get some cheese from dog. Like, where the evidence of this? You niggas talking about 1992, this nigga nutted on your forehead. Like, bitch, all right, where? Be like, how? Show where the proof of it? Like, all of a sudden, everybody in their mind, you know what I mean? Like,
that's always happening. That Me Too shit. That Me Too shit.
Like, bro, court is court. Like, we gonna see. Like, if these charges stick, nigga, and these Vicks is actually Vicks, and these motherfuckers start getting paid out from that stuff. He R. Kelly. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you surviving Diddy around this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? But until then, I'm just, it ain't none of my business till then. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's how I look at it. Like,
that was like the most genius way to like state your facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, man. That's gonna go down, like, that has to go down in history. Like, real shit of, like, bruh, like, that freestyle was, like, you know, people get asked the question, like, if you're in front of somebody that could really help you in your career, if you're in front of Exhibit or Snoop Dogg, like, what would you perform for him? Like, that was the one. That was a good choice. Because, like, you have people telling you don't do it. Some people telling you to do it. But really, you just got to do it. If you feel like, man, you know what I'm saying?
And like, I knew, like, I'm like, these top tier bars, I ain't even really snapping. Like, you know, if niggas know, like, I can really, you know, go Super Saiyan on the motherfucking raps, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep it cool. I want to use a super West Coast beat, like one of my favorite, maybe top 3 West Coast beats of all time. You know what I'm talking about? Is that Lottie Dottie? Even though, we know Slick Rick first, but the Snoop twist. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I fucking loved it ever since I was a kid. I wanted to rap to it, so it just felt like the right thing to do, man. And obviously, you know what I mean? Like, we keep going viral off of it.
So you got an M on Crazy Bars? Like, what's the...
Yeah, bro. Like, so that was Facebook. I didn't even know he posted it on Facebook, too. So he hit me in the inbox on IG, like, I don't know if you got Facebook or not, bro, but, like, the first day, he was like, we got, like, 200,000 in a day. I was like, what? He was like, yes. And then we went and looked, and I'm like, oh shit, this shit going nuts on Facebook. Like,
oh, they reposted it, and on theirs
on the Crazy Bars I Heard Facebook. So that bitch got like, I think it's at like 800K on Facebook alone. Last time I looked, it was like 799K or some shit like it's like 800K on Facebook by itself. So across all platforms, that's 800. Kev is at like 201K or some shit like that. My page is like another 50 something. TikTok is like another maybe 100K on TikTok between the Crazy Bars page and the one I posted. The Crazy Bars IG page going crazy too. Like, everybody that posted, pretty much every big platform that it go on, the shit go up. You know what I mean?
As it should.
So, what are you gonna do when TikTok is gone tomorrow?
I don't know. Everything, like, I don't think they're gonna.
Is that shit going up on TikTok?
No, it's going up on TikTok, but I don't think they're gonna ban TikTok. I think it's gonna be still up tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
Well, this is the 19th.
Well, they said it like a couple years ago too.
They also said, Trump said he not gonna enforce it. You know what I mean? Like, he not gonna. They looking for a way to save it. I think they're gonna save it, but he said he not gonna enforce the ban, even though they saying that shit. Like, he not gonna take the steps to do that. We'll see, but I personally am not, like, I put shit on TikTok and my TikTok is going up now, you know what I'm talking about? Like, but that's not like my primary social media.
I feel that.
You know what I'm talking about? So I'm,
You'll do without?
Like, yeah, because I went for a long time without ever really like people had to force me to make that shit and to start putting content on that
I
shit.
feel you on that.
You know what I'm talking about? So I ain't gonna really be tripping on it, but it's gonna shift music though. That's what people not understanding. That there's so many of these artists that are popping right now that are only popping because of TikTok. And what started to happen is a lot of these TikTok stars can't sell tickets though. You know what I mean? So these labels were signing these artists and then they can't sell no tickets. Nobody coming to see you. You a TikTok art. But there's still a lot of artists that are blowing up off of TikTok. So it's gonna be it's gonna shift music. You know what I mean?
So it's probably some good coming out of that then.
I mean, it's
for the other platforms, right?
I would say that the music industry is leaning back towards you really have to be talented. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the shit that motherfuckers been getting away with, the consumer is starting to not fuck with that type of shit no more. They really want to hear that shit. Like you really have to be dope. And you can't really just blow up off a fad like you used to could type shit.
Right,
you know what I'm talking about?
Like the Islands Boys?
Yeah, all that type of weird shit
Yeah,
is
like
out
them.
the door. You know
They
what
just
I
got
mean?
famous because of TikTok,
Yeah.
right? And rapping.
And it's like, you niggas didn't even say nothing but like 4 words or something. Like, I'm an island boy, I'm just trying to make it or something.
No, it's like, damn, I'm gonna think of 4 good words.
Yeah, bro, them niggas was a spoof, bro. Like, but that's how another way that you can get famous out here. You can get famous from people making fun of you too much. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, a motherfucker will go from laughing at you to laughing with you because of the bag that quick. You know what I'm talking
Remember William
about?
Hung from American Idol?
Yeah, bro.
She moved that Chinese dude.
Yeah.
Like he got a record deal
Bro.
because he's so horrible. Like you know
Even
what I mean?
more recent, my nigga, the Leangelo, the bald nigga, the Jello ball nigga.
Oh yeah.
That Swerve on the Corner song was a song niggas was making fun of at first. Niggas was not saying that shit was popping. Niggas like, yo, this nigga taking it back to the old, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this shit sound like some old No Limit type shit. 98, a Swerve on that corner, whoa. Niggas was roasting dog when that shit first came, but they roasted it so much that the shit got popular, and now niggas forgot that they was roasting it and think that motherfuckers that they actually like it. Nah, this nigga, you can get on like that nowadays though. Niggas could talk about you so much that they forget they laughing at you and start laughing with you because the bag come in. You know what I'm talking about? That's a lot. Look at how many celebrities. Think about some of these motherfucking quote unquote like internet celebrities. You know what I'm talking about? Like, what's dog name with the body that looked like a cartoon? What's dog name? The little Shamar, the teeth crazy. You know what I'm talking about? The nigga, his body was Shamar.
I don't know.
You didn't know what I'm talking about, bro. He be on these reality shows.
What's her name? Shorty Bay? She's popular because her body is not that good.
Was he on the show like Woody and shit like that?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He did the 15 verse 1 with Woody. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, bro.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that fool. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
niggas will make fun
I
of
remember
you
that shit,
until they start from laughing at you to laughing with you because they think you.
They just going. They don't know
your
what they like.
popularity. Yeah,
They
like
don't know
you
what
get
they
laughed
like.
at until your popularity reach a certain level.
Ain't that
then
some
they
shit?
start laughing with you. You know
Ain't
what I'm
that
talking about?
some
Like
shit?
you
That's
don't
how
even
it's
gotta
always
be the
been
bag.
though. Like you know what I mean? That's some foo-foo shit, man.
That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, either you're doing some shit like that nowadays to get on, or you're doing what Big Doobie's doing. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't easy. And not everyone can do it. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta know before we go, bro. Do you still go to Costco for that wok?
Oh no. No, we ain't. Listen.
No.
When I made the song, we wasn't going still to get the wok. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I can't be rapping. I ain't rapping about shit in no present time like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if you really know what I'm talking about in that song.
Everyone thinks he said a wop, and I was like, nah, he said wok.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If you know, you know, and that's it.
Yeah,
You know
that's what I
mean?
mean. Them days has been over.
Just
man.
pay attention to the chicken bake when he said the chicken
man.
bake, because I felt that.
Yeah, bro. Like that. you know,
You
that's
still get the chicken bake though?
you know, if I'm in Costco, I'm gonna have to grab one. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's inevitable. I'm gonna have to grab one if I'm in there.
When you made that song, I was just like, oh shit, he did not like he went that's different, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying, you're dropping some dope music, bro, and it was dope too, but it was totally different. And I was like, oh, he taking risks right now. He changing it up. You know what I'm saying? But it had that I love that beat to it. You know what I'm saying? Make you kind of want to just dance a little bit like boogie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like the video was crazy, bro. So when you went up in there to shoot the video, because I've been to many shoots, bro. Did you say I'm gonna ask for forgiveness later and just do it without asking, or did you have to ask somebody, or did you just go up in there like you was shopping and just?
Yo, look, a combination of A and C. So we was gonna ask for forgiveness later because I wasn't running the risk of them telling me no first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you right.
So shout out Sound Vision, man. Shout out John. We went and we just was in there acting like we was on some shopping shit at first. You know what I'm talking about? And then we'd make sure the coast was clear. Boom, he'd up it. We'd shoot, you know, up and down the aisle. That's why even if you see the video, like, we like walking down the aisles. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I know. When people looking at you, man.
Yeah, at some point, you know what I mean? We got a couple lookers, you know what I mean? Like, then me walking up, eating the motherfucking samples and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it was. You know,
you can't go to Costco and not eat the samples.
We was running through that motherfucker like, bam, he was catching us. Let's go get the food. We got to order and we got to show the chicken back. Like, bam, we just going through until, you know, I don't even think we got sweated. I think we kind of almost got sweated, but we avoided the sweat. You know what I'm about? Like, I don't think we even got sweated. And then, but Costco gave me permission after the fact. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's why.
Oh, to keep it up?
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Can they really tell you to take it down, though?
Bro. Oh, yes.
Oh, because the song has Costco in it?
And I'm in the actual Costco filming it with their logo, they building, the insides.
Yeah. Is that when they commented on there? Is that when they gave you permission?
No, so.
Because that has to come from the heads, right?
Come from the head. So,
I need to hear this.
Let me tell you how it happened. So, I knew that the song was doing really good. You know what I mean? So, I'm like, everybody like, man, Costco need to be paying you. Costco need to be paying you. I'm like, nigga, how? Like, again, I'm 100% by myself. So, niggas telling me shit but not telling me how. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to get some money from Costco just because I got a popular song rapping about this? You know what I mean? Like, let me reach out. Let me start thinking with my business, man. So I went to the Costco page all the way to the bottom to, you know, like, contact us. You know what I mean? Bam, click it. Got a list of contacts. You know, found somebody in marketing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, who's the VP of marketing? They giving me a list of everybody who is who. You know what I mean? Boom. Whoever the lady's name, vice president, head of marketing, blah, blah, blah. I sent her an email like, I know you noticed the increase in your chicken bake sales. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what you said? That's how you started
100%. Like,
you a fool,
I'm like, and you should also notice a spike in Costco memberships in the urban community. And you're wondering where that spike came from? You're welcome. And I sent her a picture, a link to the video when I was at like 30,000 views on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Sent her the link. And then I got a response like, "Oh, we have noticed an increase in the selling chicken bakes." And
it's a real deal thing.
We were not aware of your video. You know what I mean? So, and I'm asking like, well, is this some kind of way that we can make some money together? Like, I'm looking for an opportunity that maybe, you know, my song can be used in some type of advertisement and
Yeah.
I got a clean version, all this type of shit. And she just was like, Costco doesn't advertise. You know, we don't pay for advertising.
I don't really ever see.
You never see a Costco commercial. Yeah, they're like, we don't pay to advertise.
Okay.
We don't have an advertising budget or a department for advertising, but you have our full permission to use our name, likeness, and everything in your videos. I got a email from the VP with giving me full permission to use it. That's why I've never been flagged. They never took my shit down. I never had to worry about no copyright shit with that or nothing like. And then if you look on Instagram, you can search my song and see around the entire planet Earth, people, if there's a Costco in that country, somebody in that country has used my song to make a video at Costco. Around the entire planet.
Oh, what?
Yeah, bro, it's my biggest song still today, bro. Like, across the entire planet, there's not a country that has a Costco in it that somebody hasn't made a video with at Costco or with a Costco product. Like, blow my mind, bro.
That is insane.
Yeah, bro.
And you can see all that shit.
Yeah,
Did you just like go down a rabbit hole watching them all?
Yes, 100%, bro. Send it to some people and everything. Like, bro, this shit just blew me. Like, they really over here in, you know, China and all these other kind of Russia, all these countries, anything that, if there's a Costco there, there's a video with my song in it in that country. Some of them got thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of views. Some of them got a couple views. You know what I mean? But
it don't matter.
Just the fact that somebody in that country is, you know what I mean, hip and using my song, like,
bruh,
it was super dope.
Doobie, you went from the D, you know what I'm saying? You went from cold to Arizona, getting kicked back to the D, come for a one last chance type deal, and you made the most of it. I'm like, if you look back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your family should be proud of you. Like,
They is, man.
Arizona should be proud of you. Like,
They are.
See, here's the thing. I've always wanted to ask you these damn questions because, like, you know what I'm saying? Then I saw Costco comment on that bitch. Like, that's the stamp right there.
Bro.
The Costco. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. They fuck with me.
That's what's
Costco,
up.
Man.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I look forward to seeing you at the next Rap Arena, bro. I can't wait to see what happens next. And I'm waiting on it. We here, and we appreciate you letting us be a part of that journey.
I'm not finna let you say that. I'm not performing in the next Rap Arena. I
said seeing you there.
Oh, at the grand opening.
Yeah, you gotta be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Shout out, Maddie. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there on the 7th.
Yeah.
February 7th, man. It's the Las Vegas grand opening. I will be there.
I might not be at that one. I have to go to the Miami one.
Oh yeah, see.
The
Miami
soon.
one.
That one's soon.
Yeah, that one's coming up. That's before. The Miami is before Vegas.
So Miami's the February?
Yeah, Miami.
Okay, then I'm gonna go to the Vegas one.
No, Miami is like late January, like the end of this month.
Going shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you gonna be busy, huh?
We working, man.
Right, well, hey, bro, you gonna do your thing, and it's exciting. This is the biggest Cactus, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Icon Radio Worldwide, RTU. Call me Sativa. Riddy's World. Call her Riddy. Hey, man, Big Nug Films. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.